Realize that the same was going.
Okay. See what I had him fill in for me last time.
Hmm?
Because I just had him fill in last time.
I was gonna read, but he caught me on.
Starting special. So yeah, that tells us 7. First time. That's, yeah, because it's really mixed.
Yeah.
But yet 822. I think there's the March level.
Yeah.
And there's. That's big. It's funny because I saw my son. They do
All right, so we get started here. All right.
Notice of a public meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission of the City of Brownsville pursuant to Chapter 551, Title 5 of the Texas Government Code, the Texas Open Meetings Act. Notice is hereby given that the Planning and Zoning Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas has scheduled a special meeting on Thursday, September 18th, 2025 at 5:30 PM in the Commission Chambers on the second floor of the Brownsville City Hall, Old Federal Building located at 1001 East Elizabeth Street, Brownsville, Cameron County, Texas, 78520. Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag.
United States of America. And to the republic.
Roll call.
Daniel Alkin, present.
Amalia Benson, present.
David Betancourt, present.
Aida Rodriguez, present.
Updates and comments.
We do not have any updates or comments.
Public hearing and action on ordinance number 235-2025-901-PD to establish a planned development district in a regional center zoning designation to allow an increase in building height, reduce parking requirements, and to allow associated amenities to site design for 4.43 acres out of Block 11, Subdivision A, the Jardín Terrace subdivision, Cameron County, Texas, located on Springmart Boulevard, Brownsville, Texas, 78526.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you for being here for this special meeting. So this evening, we're presenting a request for a planned development district as mentioned, to allow a proposed maximum height or an added elevation to equal 95 feet, allow the reduction of required parking ratio to 0.75 spaces per guest room, and allow the incorporation of resort-style pools with associated amenities within the site design. The current zoning of this property is regional center, and just to add some context, the base zoning will not change. This item is not meant to change the zoning of the property. It's just meant to provide accommodations in certain parameters that the district has, which in this case would be mainly the elevation and the parking. The area of the property is 4.43 acres. The proposed use is a full-service hotel, which in this case will be Embassy Suites. And the property is fronting Spring Mart Boulevard. This is a 200-foot buffer map. There were 17 mailouts and 0 written opposition. And as you can see in the aerial image, everything surrounding is primarily commercial. There's also some hotels to the west of the property. This is a zoning map. What predominates in the entire area is regional center. And this is just an image of the site plan that is being proposed. It will have a maximum elevation of 7 stories or equivalent to 95 feet. There will be 168 guest rooms, which based on the proposed parking calculation would equal 126 parking spaces at minimum just for the guest room portion. Now, they would still have to comply with the UDC requirement of having 1 parking space for every 8 seats of the convention center component. This is an image of the elevation. And again, it would be a maximum of 95 feet or equivalent to 7 stories. This is just a render, so you have an idea as to how it would look like within the environment. This view is basically coming off of Pablo Quisel. This is a lateral view, which would be coming from Spring Mart Boulevard. And this one is also coming from Spring Mart Boulevard. And as mentioned, the current zoning requirements for regional center, the maximum designation, the maximum height for this designation is 45 feet. The parking requirements for a hotel use is 1 parking space per guest room plus 1 per every 8 seats for meeting rooms and restaurants, or in this case, a convention center. There's 160 parking spaces because what they're proposing is 168 guest rooms. And again, 1 per 8 seats for meeting rooms and restaurants, approximately 65 based on what they're proposing. And so that would, under the current code, that would give you an approximate amount of 233 spaces. The proposed parameters, again, 95 feet for elevation. For the parking, it would be 0.75 parking spaces per unit, which would give you 126 parking spaces, plus those that are required for the convention center. If you add them up, 126 plus 65, that will give you a total of approximately 191 parking spaces. And so this request is consistent with the current comprehensive plan and future land use plan. Staff does recommend the approval to establish this plan development district in regional center. And this evening, we do have a representative for the project. Would like to say a few words?
Hello, I'm Bryce Warnicki with Alamo System Industries. We're the general contractor. I'm here representing the owner. We appreciate you guys meeting us today. But if you guys have any questions for me or anything on the project, I'm here to answer. Any questions?
Do you have a plan, like when there is a big conference and then you have your hotel is to capacity? Because I know, I've had conferences on the island we've hosted conferences on the island. And we've had the unfortunate situation where cars get towed away because they're parked close to the area, but they're not supposed to be parked there.
Yeah,
And
so
so
most
what
of,
is the plan for when you do have a big conference going on and you're at capacity as far as hotel?
so most of this parking on this side right here on the, looking at the convention side is going to be mostly for the convention. There is a future to do some parking on the north side of it, right next to the Spring Hill. That's going to be combined parking for both hotels. That's kind of, we're out on the parking. Any other questions? Does anyone want to make a motion to close public hearing? If there's no more questions? I'll motion to close public hearing.
Second,
With that, I guess, what are the wishes of the commission? Aye.
Martin, can you clarify one thing on, if we do the plan development district, that only impacts this property?
That is correct, yes. sir.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. Then I'm in favor of a motion to approve.
second.
All those in favor, say aye.
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 All those against? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
We're adjourned. Meeting adjourned.
Sounds good. Thank you.